Welcome to Ultimate Autographs. If you were looking for the internet's most exciting and interactive live break room, then you have come to the right place. We are opening live break mystery boxes featuring the biggest names from across the sports world every single day. If you're new to breaking with us, we can help break it down and make it as easy to understand as possible. First, head over to the live break page and look for a series that suits your interests. Most of our series will have 8 spots, which represent the 8 NFL divisions, but other sports breaks or mixers may vary. If you purchase one spot, that means you have a 1 in 8 chance to win that item at an extremely discounted rate. Next, click Add to Cart to purchase your live break spot. Once you've completed your checkout, tune into the next available Live Breaks broadcast on Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube at noon, 3, or 6 p.m. Central Time any day of the week. As you watch, you will see your name appear on the screen when your specific break begins. Your name will go into the randomizer and will be randomized a specific amount of times based on that evening's dice roll number. Once randomization is over, the list of names of people that bought into that live break will be matched up with a specific division. If the item that is pulled from the mystery box matches your division, congratulations, you just won an incredible piece of signed memorabilia. Want to guarantee yourself an item as opposed to testing your luck? Some of the series that you see on the live break page can be purchased under the mystery box tab of our website. Those boxes could either be shipped directly to your door or open live on the air before being sent to you. While you are there, make sure to sign up for our Signature Points Club. This exclusive club earns you points toward specific discounts, signed items, or exclusive events each and every time you buy at ultimateautographs.com. The moment you have been waiting for has come. Let's break some signed memorabilia.
Good afternoon, my dear friends out there in streaming land. Welcome in. It is 3:02 p.m. Central Standard Time here in Chicago, Illinois, inside the heart of the Ultimate Autographs live break room. I am your host this afternoon, Rip Camelucci, along with my co-host and producer, Chinmay. What's going on, dude?
It's going well. Last show of the day for me, but I know you're here for one more.
I'm taking the baton from you.
It's been a good day so far. It's been a little slow to start the morning, but otherwise, you know, it's been a very good day. Feeling good, and hopefully we can keep it rolling here at 3.
I meant to mention this during the break. I was going to say, when you have a chance, but the next chance you have, you are going to go outside. Go outside. Here's the thing. Unless you're watching, stay inside. You stay inside. You enjoy it when you go outside. It's going to be really nice.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Step outside there for a few minutes.
Yeah,
and
I will.
I smelled some, you could literally smell some flowers.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it was a good time. The sun just like washing over your face. It's like, oh, this is what it's supposed to feel like to be a human.
There's no dust being kicked up.
No, yeah, you're not being diagnosed with asthma for the first time in your life because have you seen a video of like the satellite images of the dust coming from central Illinois?
I have not, but I will have to check it out.
Yes, dude, it's wild. To just like be able to see that from space because it's like, oh, I could feel this.
Yeah.
I could feel this right downtown. It was bizarre. What's not bizarre is what we have here in the break room. It's fantastic. We had a great show in the 12, but it's the 3 o'clock. It's time to get down to business. All right. You know, we got too much. We got too much good stuff. We got too much heat, as they love to say in this break room. I heard you like speed flexes. So let me direct you, my friends, to some speed flexes. And also, thank you very much for tuning in across Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Sound off. What is it that you're looking for today? Are you just looking to add to your collection of greats? Are you looking to add to your PC, to the team? Well, let's see. I just dropped the link to our live break page, so go on, check that out, explore, do a little window shopping, figure out, and make your decisions. Make some informed decisions. Speaking of information, let's figure out what information we're going to be working with here today vis-a-vis our dice roll and chase wheel spin. So here we go. We got our dice roll. We're looking for 6 or higher. This determines how many times we will be randomizing your names in our divisional spots. So we need 6 or higher, and that is 9. 9. I took 9. So that's going to be 9 on our dice roll. Add that there. Bing. And let's go and check out what our Chase wheel spin is going to be. As I've been doing all week, if the series has less than 10 boxes in it, we will keep spinning until the number of boxes remaining equal or are over 10. So here we go. And of course, for every one of these breaks that are filled throughout the show, you will be entered into a wheel spin for a gift card. You will randomize your names and spin the wheel for a gift card. Vault, same as it was in the 12 o'clock. Our chase is the vault, which is a worthy chase, may I say. We have 16 boxes left out of 30, 8 headliners left, as well as 2 vault keys, the 200 and the 100. So the vault was good to us in the 12 o'clock, and it should remain so. Let's just jump right on into that top to bottom rundown. While also, please let us know, what stands out to you. What is something you would love that you're seeing here that is still available that you would love to see on your mantle, on your bookshelf, on your what else do you put these on? In your display case, in your detolfs, as it were. Look, we're not trying to bury the lead here. All right. We're going to go straight for the money. Your reigning, defending, undisputed National Football League most valuable player, Joshua Allen, better known as Josh Allen. On this, count them up. What do you got here? You got the silver, you got the black, you got the red, you got the blue. That's 4. This is a quad chrome Speed Flex with Josh Allen signing right on that Speed Flex sweet spot. This is a must add to literally any collection. All right.
Yeah.
He's going to be one of the greats. He's already making his force felt throughout the league.
Already one of the greats.
Yeah, exactly. This would still be considered getting in early on Josh Allen, I feel like, because there's still so much for him to do.
Yeah.
Be
fair. And the crazy thing is that there haven't been that many people watching. So those who are watching, this is the opportunity.
Oh, absolutely.
Sort of the flip side of having a successful After Dark show where so many people are in is that
sleeping in
today there might not be that many people, but that opens up the door for you who may not have been in the
some
After
of them
Dark
big dogs
show.
staying up late might be still hitting up with the honk shoe. I don't know why I made my hands in a sleeping because we are not on camera right now. But yeah,
but that could be the opportunity for you to go after that Josh Allen Speed Flex.
Chinmay, you may or may not know the answer to this, but are you a honk shoe sleeper or are you a me sleeper?
I'm neither.
Oh, just silent Dracula style?
Silent sleeper.
Okay, all right, there you go.
Yeah. I'd like to think
you're an assassin of sleep.
I like to hope that it stays that way for a long time. Although I doubt it will.
Hey, you know what? Let's all stave off sleep apnea as long as we can.
I don't think there's any sleep apnea. Like I don't randomly wake up in the
right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's stave it off.
Let's keep it that way.
Let's not get sleep apnea.
Let's keep it that way.
Boy, oh boy, that Josh Allen, huh? You know what it's going to be harder to acquire a Chrome Speed Flex from the MVP? You know when it's going to be harder to do that than right now? When he's a 2-time MVP. So, again, you can see right here, you can see how many people are watching. It's a lot less than there normally are. And it makes sense. We're in between the draft. The draft is over. It's long in our rear view. And when do official mini camps even start? Not for another few, like mandatory mini camps. Not for a few months, right? I know rookies have reported, but this is the time. while all those suckers and losers are outside frolicking in the sun, you're doing the right thing, keeping it locked here on Ultimate Autographs, buying up these spots.
Yeah, the mandatory minicamps all seem to be June.
Yeah, so get in now.
Second
now
or third week of June.
Now is the time, because again, to even if it's helmets, that you normally wouldn't go after, teams you normally wouldn't go after. Now's the perfect time to do exactly that, because we talked about it in the last show. Trade chips, flip chips, like stock up now, And again, while it's easy to get in these breaks, come August, September, October, they're going to be filling up so quick. I wanted to get 4. I can only get like 2, couldn't even get in that one. It sold out immediately. Oh, now the helmet I wanted is gone. I'm just saying, think of the long game here. Think of the long game. Our half and half. Those were our videos that we still have here. Photoed. We have nothing but speed flexes that are photoed left. That's it. That's just the bottom line. As some wrestler once said.
The only speed flex that we pulled last show was in the vault. It was a Derrick Henry that you may have seen at the beginning of the show, and as you're seeing on your screen now. But there are still 12.
This Derrick Henry was from the half and half.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, this was from the half and half. There are at least 12 speed flexes still in play. And I say at least because the half and half, we think that there's likely at least one more speed flex outside of the photoed headliners.
Which, bless you, Chinmay, for doing the box math. I'm not even going to try. Got Florida Public School on my side. I'm not even trying.
Maybe 2, but most likely 1.
So that Tyreek Hill could be a speed flex.
Could be a speed flex.
Yeah, and another thing, I hate to be repeating myself, but I feel like it bears repeating the fact that there's a reason why the half and half series, when we pull them out to break the boxes, you'll see that they are in our Diamond Mystery boxes, because that is the level that we are putting forth in this series. Even those and more monsters are going to be exactly that. They are going to be headliners elsewhere, but monsters here. Nothing short of Hall of Famers, legends, MVPs, superstars, rising stars, the like. And so another point I love to make, speed flexes are hard enough to come by in this industry.
Yeah.
We're not going to have just anybody signing the speed flex. We're not going to have friggin' the Tim Jockstrap over here signing a speed flex like some other breakers will. And go ahead, tell them I'm talking smack. Send them my way. Give me the smoke. We just dealt with a dust storm yesterday. I want all the smoke. Back to the top to bottom rundown. I love going real aggressive than real gentle. Giving them emotional whiplash. Am I rushing or am I dragging? Not my tempo. Justin Herbert on the slate flex right here. I love the slates with the gold trim. The silver is cool. I don't know if this is like a slate 2.0 or something like that.
I think it's a Chargers thing.
Okay.
I think it might be just the fact that it's a Chargers thing. They made it gold.
Supercharge that bolt.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. That could be fun right there. And that's a Justin Herbert one. We were just talking, Bobby Webb, about how available that Josh Allen still is. It is still
very much available. And
and
we're talking about the opportunity to get multiple items in the same break or double up with divisions. The double up here is very easy with Josh Allen and Tyreek Hill.
Exactly.
And that Tyreek Hill could be a speed flex. Might not be, might be. We don't know.
Right.
Until we pull it out of the box.
Exactly.
So you could walk away with 2 speed flexes.
And if anyone should be on a speed flex, to focus on the word speed there, it's Tyreek Hill.
I'm surprised that Tyreek Hill didn't get pulled out last time because Rip
I'm here.
is here.
Well,
and he always pulls Dolphins.
My second team, due to familial relations, are the Ravens.
Okay,
so
all right.
The Derrick Henry was kind of in that stead.
Sure,
But
yeah.
that only means Because there's no other Dolphins on the board right now.
I don't see any, at least among the
Yeah,
headliners.
because that in the 1 and 4, that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the basketball player,
Yeah.
not the former running back.
Correct.
That used to be on the Miami Dolphins.
Correct.
And is the reason I had to eat a 4th instead of 3 Baconators when I lost a bet. That's another story for another time, my friends. But yeah, that Josh Allen is still available. And as I was just saying, when it's easier to get the Speedflex autographed Josh Allen MVP helmet before he's a 2-time MVP. So get it now. Justin Herbert, again, back to this. They got the Chargers blue ink right there. Offensive Rookie of the Year, bolt up inscriptions. Gotta love the inscriptions right there. Also still available is this absolutely gorgeous, if gorgeous and gaudy, I'll say. Baker Mayfield creamsicle swashbuckling speed flex right here. He's got that color match ink on that sweet spot. This is a standout piece to add to any collection, no matter your affiliation with Tampa Bay or Baker Mayfield. But geez, I'll tell you right now. Yes, I'm from Florida. I'm a diehard Dolphins fan. I don't really care about the Buccaneers. I'd find a place for this in my office.
There's creamsicle helmets that we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
There's chrome helmets that we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever seen a creamsicle chrome Speedflex.
Well, as the band Power Man
Until
5000
just now.
once said, this is what it's like when worlds collide. Yeah, and then all those other just absolute bangers here in this. That Baker, and then the Jared Goff. Nothing to sneeze at here. Jared Goff on that classic Lions lid right there.
It's very possible that next May we're talking about Jared Goff as a Super Bowl champion. That's not out of the
entirely
realm of
possible.
possibilities.
Entirely possible. And something to help in that argument. Let me just skip ahead here to the vault. Is that where I want to go? No, I want to go to the practice squad.
Yeah.
Because Aiden Hutchinson of those Lions is coming back, and we got him on an authentic on that beautiful Lions alternate helmet. Aiden Hutchinson right there in the practice squad. One of my favorite price points that we have for the chance to get full size authentics.
If you're talking,
$59
if you're
for the
looking at a
single.
value spot in this break room right now, normally, we push the diamonds and the half and half because its authentics are better in the diamond series all the time. And the half and half is authentics are better because it's half authentic, half speed flex.
And if that's where you are, man, that's great. Like,
Yeah.
I talk a lot with some of our management here about like the kind of life cycle of like when
Sure.
you first find us, you start out with maybe some minis, reps, and then you graduate.
Yeah, if you want to get the speed flexes, they're in the half and half and the diamonds, right? And the vault.
And the vault. We're filthy with speed flexes right now. To
That's
be
where the
perfectly
speed
honest.
flexes are. But if you're cool with the value spot of getting an authentic helmet, the practice squad is where you go because you're looking at half the price of a break spot there in the practice squad. But there's only 12 boxes left, and there's 6 authentic helmets.
Yeah.
50% chance of an authentic helmet in the practice squad for half the price of a break spot that you would have in the diamonds half and half or the vault.
Absolutely.
So from a pure value standpoint, the practice squad is where you'd want to get into if you're not chasing something specific
Yeah.
or you don't care for the speed flex.
you're not trying to hit a white whale. You're
Right.
you're just looking to
You just
reel
want
in some
something.
tuna.
You just want something.
Maybe
Yeah.
a marlin.
Yeah.
That so incredibly well put, Chinmay. Thank you very, very much for that. And on top of that, all of our headliners that we have here that are still available, if it's not this JJ Watt Mini, it's a full-size authentic.
Yeah.
But even also unphotoed, we have Warren Sapp and Steve Mongo McMichael. May he rest in peace. And those could be on authentics as well, or the next step. Right under authentic is our full-size reps, replica helmets, which display just as well
Yep.
as anything else. You watch Sports Center, you watch FS1. You got everyone doing their remote hits from home, with their Zoom background. What do they got? They got minis and they got reps in the background. Like they're great for that as well. But
100%.
that's not even what we're looking at. Because the Michael Irvin, this Ed Reed, the Steve Smith Sr., the Aiden Hutchinson, the James Harrison, this Darrell Ravis with the Jets Rave, these are all authentics. So, like, you know, forget I even said anything about reps. Going back up to our next series, we have here. Oh, yes. What we have here is a diamond series. Yeah, that's right. We're in the diamonds. This is one of my favorite versions of a chrome that we get across here. It has kind of like with the logo, it's got kind of like a frosted mug type of look, which is so cool. I mean, talk about, you know, something to put in a man cave. That's exactly, put that right by the fridge. Put that right by the beer fridge, man. Absolutely. The Lawrence Taylor, depends on who you ask, one of the greatest defensive players in the history of the sport of football. Lawrence Taylor certainly got one of the best signatures right there on the sweet spot of the Speed Flex. Absolutely gorgeous piece right there for an indelible piece of football history. Speaking of history, one of the best quarterbacks to ever lace up the cleats and take the field. It is the gunslinger Brett Favre hitting us with that color complementing green signature right there on that sweet spot on the Speed Flex. This beautiful. I don't know, Chinmay, you're a Packers fan. You're losing your mind. You gotta see this.
That helmet has to come out.
It's gotta
come out.
Dude, help Chinmay out. Come on. He needs this, you know? I don't know that. I don't. I'm just talking. I'm talking out of school.
It does have a lot. And again, you got the signature, but you also got a lot of additional decal on there. And that'll help boost the value of what is already a very prestigious helmet to have.
I like
the
to
Hall
call
of Fame and the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You're swimming in money right there.
I like to call these the bells and whistles, the bees and dubs, because I mean, look, you got the little Pete Rozelle tribute here, Reggie White. Who was number 3 again? I'm gonna remember it eventually.
Well, I've had to look it up as well. So I've had to look it up. I've looked it up now. This will be the 3rd time looking it up.
It'll stick one of these days.
In the Ring of Honor.
I know I've looked it up before.
Tony
as well.
Canadeo.
Tony Canadeo.
Tony Canadeo, 40s and played in the 40s and 50s with the Packers.
There you go.
Was a running back. 1944 NFL
Bart
champion
Starr.
and in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Super Bowl 31. Tony Canadeo. Tony Canadeo. Tony Canadeo. Here you go, Thomas. Rallying the troops. Bobby, snag the half and half quad. There you go. There you go. Snagging the half and half quad. Still in the diamonds, though, here. Not done with the Hydro Flexes. Check out this Michael Irvin. It's got all the same bells and whistles. Got the Super Bowl decals. Got 3 Super Bowl decals. I think we might have an artist.
You got a lot of decal going on there.
Jeez, a whiz. Look at that. There you go. I mean, that is. I don't use this very often. That is clean right there, man. That navy blue. Whew, that is handsome. That's a handsome helmet right there.
Look, we get a lot of Cowboys helmets.
I've
never seen
very popular.
I've never seen that style of Cowboys helmet.
Same.
So again, very unique to say that, or it's very rare that we say that's a unique Cowboys helmet. But that one is a unique Cowboys helmet, and it's the playmaker, 88 Michael Irvin.
There you go. That's right. UM's own. All right. In the vault, our Chase Wheelspin, by the way. And we talked about all the different combinations and ways that you can hit a vault key and then the wheel spin and then, really maximizing that stuff right there. But, and again, we can talk about that till we're blue in the face, or we could just ogle at these beautiful helmets right here, such as this custom rip AJ Brown reading his fundamental Speed Flex. You got the slate on the bottom, the regular with the matte finish all over. Absolutely gorgeous there. AJ Brown, Super Bowl winner, one of the elder statesmen of wide receivers in the league right now. It seems like, but
it's crazy because he's
not
even that high level. He's not even that old.
No, but
he's 27.
Blech.
Or I mean, he'll turn 28 in the summer, but like he's 28.
Oh, what an old geezer. But
He was young. He was young until I told you he was turning 28.
I feel like the only reason that I had that kind of framing in my head is because I see in the I have to think about all these, first, second, third year guys that have been absolutely tearing it up, like your McConkeys, your Nakuas, who we have in the Diamonds as well.
Yeah.
Your St. Browns. Like, there's just a ton of them in the league. And so, yeah, whereas AJ Brown, on his second team, been to some Pro Bowls, won a Super Bowl. It's like, oh, all right, yeah, he's he's up there. He's a respected veteran.
Yeah.
All right. Also available, we have this full hydro authentic. Don't really too often see the hydro pattern on the authentics, but this is really, really cool piece right here on this Bears lid with Brian Urlacher with the color complementing ink right there, the Hall of Fame inscription, one of the best linebackers. I did not mean to go into a Chicago accent while saying linebackers, but I did because I work here now, and that's just what happens.
Yeah, you've been turned into a Chicagoan.
I truly have. Like I used to, for no reason, slip into a Balmer accent. For enough reason, but because if you just grow up as a white guy in South Florida, you just have no accent. Aside from saying bro a lot.
Sure.
Yeah, now I'm just going to be sliding in that Chicago accent.
I will say that Urlacher looks like the pattern kind of looks like the old school, like leather sort of helmet.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Quote unquote helmet.
The pattern mixed with the
weren't
color.
that weren't actually helmets.
Right, yeah.
But it kind of looks like that.
Thank you again to Teddy Roosevelt for addressing that. Mr. Hupp, would you trade the Chase for a Breeze Flash Authentic? Well, we got some wheeling and dealing going on in the chat, which I just appreciate seeing engagement in the chat.
Well, Thomas has decided that he wants to see a break.
You know what?
So he has bought the entire vault quad.
They say,
the four spot double, not the vault quad, the
Excellent.
4-spot double.
Beautiful.
It's a double box break, but he has all 4 spots.
We got there.
Yeah.
Sean Blasco, Rip is calling at the guys. That's a word I haven't heard in a long time. Thank you, Sean. Boy, oh boy, I feel seen. Did you ever call kids younger than you little jits?
No.
I don't know if I'm even allowed to say that on the air.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think I will.
For your safety, Chinmay, don't do it.
I don't think I'm going to.
Chinmay, don't do it. I've already lived my life. I could be canceled. It's fine. Yeah, let's do this.
Before you get canceled, let's do the break.
Let's do this break before I
then
dig myself any deeper.
Then you can do whatever you want.
What I was trying to say was nicknames are earned, not given. And Thomas,
100%.
I like to
100%.
say I am going to call you from here on out the Decider. Because the way you said it, he decided he wanted to do this.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Close out the dub. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Thomas, no need to put it in the chat. Just let us know which 2 boxes or which wheel you would like to see. That's definitely a Florida word. I've never heard of it before I lived there. Yes, it is.
Which wheel you would like to see?
It is 1,000% a Florida word. Dude, you just took me back. Thank you very much, Sean. What is the 4-spot double? So, Steven, that's a great question. We've been this week experimenting with some 4-spot breaks. So I'm going to pop this in the chat. Pretty much, it combines, it just turns the divisions into directional spots, essentially. So you got north, south, east, and west, and wherever you land, you get the winner from either the AFC or NFC, north or south or east or west.
So it's effectively like you're buying I should say it's essentially the same as buying 2 spots in a vault double break. In your standard vault double, you're buying 2 spots. The difference here is that you only have to you're buying 1 spot and you're being assigned 2 divisions essentially here. Whereas in that, like, it's the same, it's ultimately the same thing. You're just changing the number of spots in the break. So like this break would happen quicker in theory because you would only need 3 other spots to be bought out versus having 6 other spots bought out in a standard vault double.
You're also increasing your odds the same way you would in a 1 in 4 as well.
In theory,
I mean, there's a reason why I like the 1 in 4.
It's effectively the same thing as buying 2 spots in a vault double. The only difference here is you only need 3 other people to close out
basically
the vault.
collapsing the odds essentially.
Yeah, you're basically condensing the break a little bit.
Yeah, that's the word.
to get it to happen quicker.
I imagine Steven's like rubbing his chin as he says interesting. All right, let's go to this wheel.
Here's the thing. You want the breaks to happen, right?
Yeah.
We want the breaks to happen. We want the breaks to move along. So how do you do that? Instead of waiting for people to buy multiple spots in that vault double, we'll give them 1 spot in a double break, but give them the two slots technically in that break.
Number 11, box number 11.
We do have box 11.
Excellent. And the second box will be number 14, which we do have. Sublime. All right. Well, no need for the randomizer.
Just open the boxes.
Straight to the break. All right, here we are. Box number 11 in the Playmakers Vault Series, first box of this double. Thomas, let us know who you're chasing, who you're trying to get out of this vault, and in particular, because we got a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. So, here we go, Thomas. First lid of the 3 o'clock show. Oh yeah, this guy's a legend. Hall of Famer. Undisputed. Essentially needs a headliner. Yeah, well, James Spence authenticated. Sorry, Chinmay, we got another Bears lid here.
Ah, man.
We got another Bears defensive stalwart. We got Dan Hampton. Oh, look at that. One absolutely gorgeous, huge signature. And we got the Danimal inscription right there. That's very cool. Dan Hampton. One of the monsters right there. Here on the Bears lid. Fantastic. So, as it would work, as you see it here, that'd be an NFC North hit, but that would hit for the North overall. So this is a good way to kind of play this out here.
Yeah.
So there we go. We got Dan Hampton on the full-size authentic. What's our? Oh yeah, the JSA. Jimmy Spence authenticated this himself, perhaps.
You never know. Have to check in on that.
Or did he hang up the old certifier and let the young cats run the game?
Steven asking what's left in the practice squad. Steven, the practice squad is loaded.
Loaded.
Only 12 boxes in the practice squad. 6 of those boxes contain full-size authentic helmets. Michael Irvin, Ed Reed, Darrelle Revis, Steve Smith, James Harrison, and Aiden Hutchinson. 9 total headliners listed. 9 total headliners left in the 12 boxes. 6 of those headliners, full-size authentic helmets. Staubach in the jerseys. Yeah, there are no headliners left in the jerseys, but
We're only 2
there
boxes.
are only 2 boxes left in the jerseys. So you knock out the 2 boxes, you can get to the next set of jerseys with fresh headliners in them. I believe Brett Favre was in there. I saw Champ Bailey was in there. I think Maurice Jones-Drew was in there.
Jason Taylor was in
Jason
there.
Taylor was in there as well. Jamar Chase was in there. So some fresh headliners available if we knock out these 2 jersey boxes that are left in the old series.
Go. All right, here we go. Second box of the double. Box number 14. This will put us at 14 boxes left in the vault. And much like Schrodinger's cat, there are still 8 headliners left until this happens. Okay. You know what? I'm going to say right here. All right. This is a young, hungry, up-and-coming tiger right here for the New England Patriots on this beautiful lunar. Christian Gonzalez, cornerback for the New England Patriots, about to be part of that new generation of Patriots blood coming up, trying to reclaim the AFC East for their own.
Yeah, and he was, I believe he was one of the last Belichick draft picks.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
There you go. So last of that legacy right there. Beckett certification on the back. Beautiful. With the Patriots lunar. And the signature right there. Christian Gonzalez. Congratulations there, Thomas.
So now, now you got 8 headliners left in 14 boxes in the vault. On top of that, you got 2 vault keys. So effectively, 10 out of the 14 boxes have either a headliner or a vault key. So you're talking about ratios to get into. The vault is where you want to get into, and there's still, still 3 speed flexes left. If that is what you're gunning for in the vault, and on top of all that, you get added to the chase wheel spin.
Here's
break
a
that closes
perfectly
out.
PG word that's going to sound...
It's gonna sound like it's not.
It's going to sound filthy when I use it to describe the vault and the practice squad, and heck, the 1 and 4. But those ratios are plump. Did I say that gross enough?
Gotta ask the chat.
Chat?
Gotta ask the chat.
Did I give you the ick yet? So where are we going, chat? What's next? Again, I'll say it again. These series, these ratios, these numbers are plump and ready to be picked apart. Get at them. Here we go. Here you go, Chris. Thank you, sir. Woo! All right. There you go, Josh. Josh has the right idea. Run that practice squad single. Ratio is so good. So ready to be harvested, for lack of a better term. How do I want to get this whatever. Stop messing with it, Rip. Jeez, a whiz.
Yeah, and Josh is in. He's in that practice squad single, which is 6 to go.
He is not only talking about it, he is indeed being about it.
Yeah.
What am I at? The vault. There we go. We were making our way through the vault.
We did pull the Jamar.
We did. We pulled the Jamar in the last show.
Yeah.
But still available. We got on speed flexes, like we said. There you go. Let's buy out another half and half quad break, diamond quad break. Thomas is going, he's going big or going home. He's boom or bust today. Thomas, get in it. Let's go. So we were looking at that AJ Brown custom rip speed flex earlier. Still got this Bo Jackson on that classic Raiders speed flex, and Barry Sanders with the Lion King inscription on there. Are you kidding me? No, no one is. Yes, Thomas did get that Jamar. So that Jamar on the 2.0 salute to service. This Urlacher is still available. The George Kittle on the Lunar still available. The Bo Nix, you could double up, double Bo. You can Bo with Bo Nix and Bo Jackson. Bo Nix on that Rave looking mighty, mighty sweet. So stark. There you go. Let me go ahead and refresh our main live break page here. While our internet is still not giving us any issues.
We've had some storms in the Chicago area, some questionable weather
Of the dust variety.
over the last few days. But things seem all calm today, based on what Rip was saying when he ventured outside
Quite serene.
for a little bit. But maybe go over the practice squad, because that's what people have questions
Yes.
about and are trying to get into.
So look at all these authentics. All right, we'll start with this mini. You got the JJ Watt, which is really great signature on that mini. It stands out. It's stark. The great color choice on that Eclipse right there for the Texans. JJ Watt. It's sick. It's dope. It's great. It's fantastic. All these authentics. Boy, oh boy. James Harrison on the camo authentic. Something about the Steelers with the camo, it just kind of goes together. Darrell Revis. I know it's Revis Island, but that is the Jets Rave, and it is perfect. It takes a lot for me to say that. I'm wearing a Dolphin shirt right now. It's a good lid. Again, $49 for the single on the practice squad. $49 could net you one of these authentics, such as this Michael Irvin, such as the Aiden Hutchinson on the alternate Lions. Look at this classic, clean Steve Smith Sr., Agent 89. And then my piece of the whole series to me personally is this Ed Reed alternate authentic with just like this Derrick Henry. It's got the color match gold. These look, man, these birds know what they're doing. They're not messing around over here. And you can quote me, nevermore. So yeah, there's that practice squad. Again, the double, just a shade under 100 bones to get in on that. And we shall say it yet again. 12 total boxes, 9 headliners, because not even photoed is one of my favorite defensive tackles of all time, Warren Sapp. I met him at a barbecue restaurant in Pembroke Pines, Florida.
Okay.
Biggest stack of rib bones I've ever seen in my life. I had him autograph one of. You know, it's a good barbecue place when the menu is a paper placemat.
Oh, yeah.
And had him sign that.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a fantastic day in my life. And then Steve Mongo McMichael, man. Good kids, y'all. Let's run it, says Jock. Good lids. Well, hopefully they're good lids for good kids. There you go. Hey, only the good kids win the breaks. So if you didn't win a break, you must have done something wrong karmically. You can't pin that on me because you can't prove karma in the court of law. So I'll just recklessly say that.
Well, if you really do believe in karma that much, you probably shouldn't recklessly be saying that.
Touche. Yeah, and then Steve Mongo McMichael, who before I knew him as a retired football player, I knew him as a wrestler in WCW as a member of the Four Horsemen, which is a very prestigious group to be in. And as effective as he may have been as a football player, you know, maybe not so much as a wrestler, but he was still a member of the Four Horsemen, and that's not something anyone can take away from him. Recently passed away. R.I.P. Steve Mongo McMichael.
R.I.P. was a beloved figure here.
Absolutely.
In the Chicago area.
We still have that 1 in 4. We were talking about 4 spot breaks earlier. Our 1 in 4. That's what the name implies. You have a 1 in 4 shot of hitting some of this great stuff in the can't miss. So the name also implies even if you get one of those and more monsters, it's going to be a banger, like that Tyler Hero we hit a couple days ago. It's insane. We still have the Trae Young Ice Trae on the Atlanta Hawks City Connect themed ball, which is a really unique piece right there. Ric Flair, woo. I would do it if my voice wasn't absolutely shot right now. Ric Flair You want to talk about the four horsemen of wrestling? That was your leader right there. It was Ric Flair, 16-time world champion, the Nature Boy, former Royal Rumble winner. Accolades galore for Ric Flair. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, no shortage of accolades right there. I don't know what that was. Still available on that licensed Lakers laundry. I'm going to go ahead and jump real quick to our unphotoed headliners. Bruce Smith. I want to talk about defensive tackles. He's historically perhaps one of the best of all time, if not the best. Paul Pierce. I don't believe it would be an autograph on a soiled pair of shorts, but we'll see when we get that. And then Allen Iverson.
It's actually a newly acquired Paul Pierce memorabilia. It's the outfit that he wore walking
to work.
Walking to work. he had the courtesy to sign it before mailing it in.
Yeah, it's the
that's
Apple
what
Watch that he used.
that's what it actually
That's
is.
very funny. And then the Allen Iverson AI, man, the answer. Boy, talk about like before his time.
Talk about practice.
Talk about practice. Not a game. Not a game. Not the game I love. We talking about practice.
He was in Philly. I think it was his. I want to say it was his jersey retirement. The Sixers were retiring his jersey, or some ceremony like that. And some reporter, as a joke, obviously asked him like, over all these years, have your thoughts on practice changed? And AI looks at him and says, I can't believe somebody still asked me that after all these years. I made my feelings pretty clear the first time.
Well, that's the thing. Well, over the course of time, we collect information. New information comes out that could change our minds. So it's good to always follow up. It is good to follow up. I wonder if anyone's ever asked Allen Iverson how you get to Carnegie Hall.
Yeah.
Do you know how?
I don't know.
Practice.
Yeah. AI is
Shinmei, I love you, baby.
AI is one of a kind for sure. No, he admitted as much afterwards.
Okay.
He said, you think I just showed up here and, became this Hall of Fame player without doing any work?
Exactly. We all know he's just, funny bits of
just having some fun.
Exactly. Speaking of having some fun, I feel like she's probably had some fun over her career. It's Taylor Swift on this autographed album cover for Folklore, the CD album cover. So it's a little booklet. Already framed, so you don't even have to find, framing or anything for it.
That's taken care of.
Again, however you feel about the entertainment section or the and more section or the everything else section of a 1 and 4, like you can't. There is a market for a Taylor Swift autograph. Like if you need to move that, you can move that. No one is out here. There's a whole throng.
I mean, talk about significance. Like that, everything else has Ric Flair. Mm-hmm. And Taylor Swift.
Yeah. That'd be a double up right there,
among the headliners. Like that has more, I guess the basketball has technically more. But after the basketball headliners, there's the and more headliners, or the everything else headliners.
Somebody that Ric Flair used to wrestle, Jeff Jarrett, Double J, who was based in the in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And was neighbors with one Taylor Swift while she was in high school, and she would babysit from time to time.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's another connection I just made. I love playing
6 degrees of separation.
Yeah, exactly. I have a dumb trivia brain and I can't help it. Okay. 1 and 4. Always a banger, but y'all know that. We did the diamonds, and we went over the half and half. We did the vault. We did pretty much about everything. So let's check out. Again, we got these jerseys. These headliners are no longer available, but 2 boxes left. We can knock that out. And then there is some overlap. The Favre, we're going to have another Favre in the new one.
Yeah,
And there's going to be another Champ Bailey.
Yeah, there's
We can lead the tees with that. We don't
Champ
have to,
and Favre.
Yeah.
There's a Jamar Chase in there. There's Emmitt Smith.
Right.
In there, Nico Collins.
So-
and your Miami Dolphins legend Jason Taylor.
So-
among the headliners.
But we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Not there yet. We got 2 boxes left. Live. It's going to be live break 29 and 30. There you go, y'all. Robert and Thomas getting together over old-fashioned email to wheel and deal, and make sure all these lids find a nice home. And then of course the minis, always a double, always a great time. We got 3 left, so actually there'd only be 1 double, and then we would have a single setup for the minis at $25. And we Aaron Jones unphotoed in the minis, still available there. So Kevin Hopper, let's get the single vault going. I've been in it for 2 days. Oh, buddy, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in there for you. Also, Chinmay, if we can get the that double 4 spot back up in the vault, that would be sweet.
I will check on that.
And yes, I do believe there. Better is that Cody? I think maybe I do not recall. Yes, it's this Jamar Chase right here is the one in question. Yeah, let me go ahead and drop that single vault in there, just for our good friend Kevin to get that enthusiasm. We are 6 spots away, utterly doable. And yeah, let's knock another one of those out. That would bring our vault down to is that updated up there, Chinmay? Or
No, we're at 14. It would go down to 12.
Yeah. Well, if it was a single, we'd get down on to 13.
Single would go down to 13. Yeah.
So even then, man, yeah, those again, the ratios are fantastic in the vault.
Yeah.
8 headliners, 2 vault keys. So let's call it 10 boxes with that good in them. As up against that 16 total boxes left in the vault.
lot of breaks with 6 spots to go.
Yeah,
a lot of options for where again, like we're here to tell you what's in the breaks, but ultimately it's your decision where you guys want to go with these breaks. So you want to go minis, 6 spots in the minis. You want to go practice squad, 6 spots in the practice squad. You
And
want
here's
to go
the thing.
diamonds, 6 spots in the diamonds.
It can
Half and half, 6 spots in the half and half.
I'm sure.
Vault, 6 spots in the vault. So wherever you want to go, make that first move, rally the chat, and try to get things closed out.
That's right. That's right. There, just like Josh Stone is doing right now. Man, my train of thought just done evaded me. Like the jitterbug, it plumb evaded me. Yeah, man, I don't know what else to say. You done said it all. Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say. Much like the post Robert Frost once said, I know it could feel like roads diverging in a woods right now, with all these 6-spot breaks going on. Hey, there's so many different ways to make decisions that don't involve having to make the decision yourself.
Yeah.
These wheel websites, these are just free. These are just on the internet. Go make your own little wheel and decide which one to get in, Flip some coins if you're tossed up between 2. Look around the room. What's the first color you see? Is it purple? Get into the diamonds for the Justin Jefferson Winter Warrior, That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's lively right here on the board I'm looking at. It's truly like I can totally understand if it's a matter of like I just there's too much to decide from and you get a little analysis paralysis.
That's fair.
You know, like what is your true north as a collector? Like, are you a speed flex freak? Do you love those speed flexes?
Yeah,
then you know where you gotta go. But then again, there's also great speed flexes in the diamonds and vaults. So here I am completely messing up your decision-making process. If you want to be a real freak about it, then then be a real freak about it and buy a spot into each of them.
Yeah, you could do that.
Splash the pot on them. You a poker player, Chinmay?
I'm not, but I understand that reference.
Thanks, Captain America.
because I've seen the movie. I've seen the movie multiple times, so I understand the reference.
There's one day I'm just going to come in here and from start to finish just talk like John Malkovich in Rounders. Eating Oreos at the table.
Man.
There you go. Yeah, Thomas saying, let's buy something out, and it's just a matter of like, all right, as the chat itself is like an organism, like it's like a school of fish. You can't close these breaks without all working together.
100%.
Unless you are just going to do like Thomas has done several times and just
Yeah, I mean, you could go all in yourself.
but that's not a sustainable way to go forward. You know.
Practice squad is now 4 to go.
Halfway there, y'all. Halfway there.
So that's you could get in the practice squad, see what comes out for if the authentic helmets don't come out, now it's 6 authentics in 11 boxes. If a headliner doesn't come out, which I mean it'd be shocking if a headliner didn't come out, then you got even better ratios there on the headliner front. So practice squad is looking like it could be a move.
There's a lot of different ways to play this game, this old breaking game here. And I know a lot of people like to kind of play the wait and see, pull the let's see what those ratios start looking like halfway through the series. Let's see what kind of names are left, at a certain point of the series. And if that's the way you play, this is the time to play. Because it's truly, you don't want to bury the lead. You want to hit your headlines, and the headlines here are the ratios are out of control. The box counts are out of control. The headliner counts are out of control. The speed flexes available are out of control between the half and half, diamonds, and vault.
Sure.
No shortage. So it's just a matter of spinning the compass, picking a direction, and following that yellow brick road.
See, the vault single has another spot, so that's now
Excellent.
five to go in the vault single. So practice squad 4 to go, vault single 5 to go. If you want to see a break happen, those are the breaks that are closest to closing.
These are the breaks. Break it up, break it up, break it up, break down.
The WNBA season started yesterday,
Yes, it
but
did.
Fever and Sky.
Yes.
And the Fever have opened up now a 20-point lead on the Chicago Sky. Caitlin Clark is 2 rebounds and 3 assists away from a triple-double entering the final quarter. Angel Reese has 10 points and 15 rebounds, but has struggled from the field.
Ooh, it looks like Kaylin and Angel had a pull apart during the game. They got a little chippy. I'm seeing here on my headlines.
Well, that's just the competitive nature of what they have been experiencing playing each other, not just in the W, but in college as well.
I love it, man. I love that the W has their Magic and Bird,
Yeah, I think it's huge that you need that rivalry. You need that rivalry to get people interested.
There have been phenomenal, spectacular players in the WNBA for forever now. It takes that spark though, like you never know who's gonna click with the larger audience, the mainstream, and the fact that not only do you have Caitlin Clark, coming at the time, like just the right time when like it seems like everyone's like ready for it and ready to go.
Yeah.
But then to also have a foil built in, coming in career-wise at the same time.
Right.
And facing each other. They're both playing in the Midwest.
You got the Chicago and Indiana rivalry.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another part of this where you can't really script it any better.
Yeah, absolutely. And Jay August with a criticism of Angel Reese, perfectly valid criticism. Reese thinks being tall means good at basketball.
Yeah, fair.
That's also just the virtue of being a younger player, and what you're going to need there is coaching to help develop and bring out those other skills that you hope they'll fulfill their potential.
Yeah, look, the Sky are not good.
Exactly. Let's preface it with that.
They're not playing well right now, and they're not expected to contend this season. But Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark
15 rebounds right
is
now, by the way.
what. Well, Angel Reese was. I mean, Clark was going to be Rookie of the Year as long as she didn't get hurt.
Yeah.
But Angel Reese broke the WNBA streak for most consecutive double doubles as a rookie.
Right,
She had 3 straight games with at least 20 rebounds, and that has never been done before in the history of the WNBA. So even though Caitlin Clark might be the better player, Angel Reese is no scrub.
She's putting up like Kevin Love prime numbers
She's
right here.
putting up numbers now.
Love like Minnesota prime right
Now
here.
she just needs, some teammates to surround her better. And I mean, she hasn't shot the ball particularly well today either. But this is the Fever are just a better team. That's a situation right now. But who's to say that 1 year from now, Chicago won't be the better team? Things change very quickly.
Not that far removed from a championship. So
Things change quickly in the WNBA and in sports in general. But I think for me, like, to have the excitement of a rivalry helps fans a lot because they can affiliate themselves better with that player.
and outside fans, it helps bring them in just for the sheer fact of like it's story. It's a built-in easy story there to be able to like enter in on.
Sure. And Jay August, I get that criticism too, that she sometimes like gets rebounds off the misses that she has. But how many of those are there realistically? Like maybe 3 a game? And even if you're talking about three of those a game, I mean, she's still pulling down 15 boards. Like, that's not because she's just stat chasing her own misses.
Something that has absolutely nothing to do with athleticism whatsoever, but just from trying to watch a little bit in between our shows, just looking at the uniforms and remembering how the Chicago Sky have pinstripes on their uniforms. I feel like pinstripes are very underutilized on basketball uniforms.
Yeah,
They
are.
Every time it's super
I've
sharp
only seen them on Charlotte and the Magic.
Chicago.
Oh, Chicago has.
They used to have them.
Used to have them.
Yeah. There was another one I just thought about as well, but I mean old Pacers, the old Pacers. Yeah. Those are sharp as well, man. Yeah, let's bring back pinstripes for basketball uniforms. We were talking about pinstripes in baseball yesterday, I think. And I think it was Mike was just like, there's not that many. And we named off like 15 teams with pinstripes. But let's get him back in basketball.
Yeah.
Have there ever been any football teams that tried pinstripes? There has to be, right?
There has to be.
It cannot have looked good.
Couldn't have been good. The Steelers had their whole bumblebee thing. That's technically, it's not pinstripes, but it's like they tried the whole vertical and horizontal lines. I think some teams probably were thinking about doing pinstripes, saw that look, and realized that it wasn't a good idea. So I can see some teams going away from that.
No, not soccer.
Oh, there's plenty of soccer pinstripes.
Yeah,
that's a standard thing.
Yeah, I don't know about this. It looks like Notre Dame did like a special thing
Maybe
with pinstripes. With like
it doesn't
the
look
Yankees.
good. It doesn't look good. I'll tell you that.
I mean, the pants are pinched. Let me just go ahead and share
okay,
this.
all right.
So the pants are pinstriped, which I don't hate.
It's okay.
And then it's got pinstripes on the sleeves.
Yeah,
I don't hate it, Chinmay. I gotta
it's all right.
say.
It's all right.
That's kind of cool. I'd love to see one of these.
Okay, that's all right. The helmet's cool.
That's cool.
Helmet's cool.
We need one of these.
We do have college series from
When
time
was
to
this
time. We can
used?
try to procure that helmet.
2018. I do not remember this. Although I was very much out of the loop on college football at the time. But asked and answered.
Yeah. I think the big issue for the WNBA in terms of not having a rivalry to sell to the audience was that so many of their players came from UConn.
Yeah.
And they're all just like friends because they're like, they won championships at UConn together.
Right. That's
It's
like
like,
very funny.
how can we hate each other?
Yeah, like when the NBA was essentially just starting to be comprised of like all players that came from AAU.
Yeah.
You know, and they've
It's
all
like-
just been like travel
They've
teams
been
their whole
playing.
lives
They've been
together.
playing with each other their
Yeah.
whole lives.
And so you get a lot of that chippiness, like kind of just organically,
Sure.
like stringed out of the league.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to still have a few psychopaths in the league that'll still like start stuff regardless.
Need a few loose cannons.
Absolutely,
For
not
sure.
too many,
Not too many. Not too many.
But you got to keep it. You got to
Yeah.
keep it interesting.
Yeah. Definitely you need a few
Wild cards.
you need a few wild cards and you need a rivalry to sell.
exactly. Speaking of sell, what are we selling into here? You know,
There's 3 to go now in that practice squad and 4 to go in that vault single. So both those breaks should happen.
so exact. And you took the words right from Jose Gallegos' fingertips.
He got into both breaks. He got into both breaks and is looking to close both of them.
Wow. You can always rely on Bobby Boulay for the context when it comes to sports here. Notre Dame wore that helmet with the pinstripe specifically when they played at the Cathedral of Baseball, Yankee Stadium.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Wrigley.
Ha! Ho!
Notre Dame has played at Wrigley. I believe it was
Yes.
a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Northwestern and Notre Dame played at Wrigley.
And that's another like aspect of that uniform that we just looked at is because it was like a Yankees
Yeah.
infused thing. It like helped it. It gave it context. It gave it made
Sure.
it make a little more
Yeah.
sense. Whereas like
Yeah, they couldn't have worn that just as a normal like alternate for a home game.
it would have been awesome though.
They could have tried.
Yeah. If anybody would have tried pinstripes in football, I honestly feel like it would have been Oregon by now.
Yeah.
They've tried just about everything.
Well, Thomas has decided that he is going to once again close out a vault.
Well, and you know
break.
why that is?
So
Because it's Thomas the Decider.
so we will do that vault single.
decided.
We will do that vault single and get that prepped.
Excellent. Dreams do come true. 2, I'm seeing a lot of spots kind of just slowly drip away everywhere else too. We got 6 spots left in that half and half quad, which
Yeah.
is honestly the smartest move with the numbers that we have right now. 6 left in that diamond quad as well. So we can go quad crazy here in the afternoon. We are at 4:07, so we're about halfway through the official runtime of this 3 to 5 show. But
Yeah.
we'll stay on as late as we need to.
We'll stay.
We'll make Joe stand in that corner as long as he needs to. Yeah, the vault doubles at 6. The yeah, we're doing all right. We're in good shape. We're having a lot of fun here.
Well, let's do
There's that
yeah,
vault
let's
single.
do the let's do the vault
that.
single.
Let's do that. All right, let's get set up here, please.
There are these people in the wheel.
Let's change this. And yeah, this is number 2, right?
Yeah.
Who does number 2 work for? So, if you are Roy Esquivel, Kevin A. Hopper, Jay Loudon, Jose Gallegos, or Thomas Hupp, please hit me with a box number or a wheel request for the vault single, vault number 2. We got our numbers scrolling along the, well, not scroll, crawling along. Scrolls up and down. Crawl side to side.
I think scroll is also because like if it's a ticker, it's technically the term is scroll.
I thought it was crawl.
I don't think so. Let's see.
Back when I went to broadcasting school, I didn't pay attention, so it still could be wrong.
Scroll and crawl are used interchangeably.
Oh, all right. So don't you just hate it when you're both right and one person's not wrong? Yeah, I used to doubles or quads, says Thomas. So which one do you want to go with, 13 or 23 there? We can go with just the first one, but feel free to narrow it down.
Yeah, both boxes are available, so it's either or.
13. Thank you, Thomas. Away goes 13. And to the randomizer, to random.org, to random.org. To random.org. Alrighty, box number 13 here. Before just saying facts. That's all. Let's randomize 9 times, right?
9 times.
9 times. 7 was the last one. 9. I took 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, here we go. To the break page. Up in the NFC North, Jose. NFC South, Thomas. Jay in the NFC East. Thomas also in the NFC West and AFC North. Roy is in the AFC South. Kevin, AFC East. And Thomas rounding us out, finishing us off here in the AFC West. Best of luck, everybody. Box number 13 here in the vault. Number 13. All right. Okie dokie. Sniping it up here in the AFC East on the Buffalo Bills full-size authentic. It is Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman. Excellent there. In the AFC East, Keon Coleman had himself a solid rookie campaign there for the Buffalo Bills. Anytime you got Josh Allen on the other end of that ball coming to you, you are poised to pop off. We got the Beckett cert right on the back. Again, this could be one of those lids you find yourself halfway through the year, and Keon Coleman is, top 5 in receiving. You got yourself some currency right there. Keon Coleman, AFC East. Congratulations there, Kevin A. Hopper. Congratulations.
Keon Coleman was the receiver that the Bills traded down for. They traded down from the first round, moved back up. The first pick of the second round, I believe, or second pick of the second round, to get Keon Coleman. Had some injury issues, had some issues with drops earlier in the season, but really picked it up second half of the season, and it looks like he's going to be the starting receiver, at least one of the 2 starting receivers for the Bills this upcoming season. Could be a breakout year, second year for Keon Coleman. Also, a very likable personality. He had the famous "I'm not Tiger Woods, I'm Tiger Wish He Could" when he was talking about the Bills front office was asking him what he liked to do in his free time, and he said, "I'm a big golfer. I like to golf. I'm not Tiger Woods. I'm Tiger Wish He Could."
That I have not heard that before. That's very
and
funny.
the whole room, of course, starts laughing.
Of course. Oh,
Keon Coleman is a likable guy and showed a lot of potential to be one of those candidates to break out in his second season. And it doesn't hurt when you have Josh Allen as your quarterback.
That's called being in a position to succeed.
Yeah,
absolutely. So there you go. That said, I was
one to go in the practice squad last time I checked, but
bang.
Could potentially change right here. And it has.
There we go. But yeah, those are a lot of wonderful words to say about Keon Coleman there. But we also have said many wonderful words about our ratios, especially about this vault. Also, boom, that's going to be all those more names entered into our Chase Wheelspin for the end of the show.
Yep.
So that puts us now at 13 boxes in the vault left. 8 headliners. 8 in the vault. 3 speed flexes of those 8. And the $200 and $100 vault keys. So I think and we're going to do the practice squad. And I know all the things are moving, but I think there's something about the vault tonight or today. Right here, 4:15. Central Standard Time. Rip and Chinmay coming at you on a Saturday afternoon. Thank you all so much for hanging out with us here.
Absolutely.
Watching us on this wonderful Saturday afternoon across Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. By all means, please, if you don't already follow us, if you're not already subscribed, hit the bell, hit the follow,
Yep.
do what you got to do. It helps you so you never miss a bit of the action when we are going, which we're going at all hours of the day, it seems, here in the break room, but also helps other people find the break room. And
Yeah,
the more people in the break room, the quicker these things get filled and the quicker we get to ripping. So this is practice squad single, right?
Practice squad single, correct.
Cody, Josh, Eric, Jose, Bobby, please drop me a box number or wheel request for the practice squad single. Practice squad single. This is another series that we can easily knock out by the end of the show, too, if you ask me. Between the ratios in there and the price point, 24, box number 24. Thank you so much, Josh. Let me just take this off of my ticker real quick. Super. All right. Now let's go ahead and randomize 9 times. 4 divisions. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Oh, all right. Well, there you go, Eric. As the inspector in Young Frankenstein would say, nice grouping. So, in the NFC North, South, and East, Eric Linnell. In the NFC West, Jose Gallegos Mendeles. AFC North, Josh Stone. Bobby Webb in the AFC South and AFC West, and Cody Metcalf in the AFC East. Here we go. We got box number 24 in the Practice Squad Mixer Series. That's the fun thing about the Practice Squad, too. We got all those authentics. We also got all sorts of other fun stuff. We got minis, we got slabs, we got jerseys, all sorts of stuff. Here we go. Oh. Huh.
It's a jersey.
It is a jersey. Sorry. Just haven't seen this name in the room
In the
before.
break room, yeah.
On some Giants laundry here. The
Yeah.
New York Football Giants. That's right, Goob. It is Football Giants. It's Tyrone Tracy Jr. Tyrone Tracy Jr., running back for the New York Giants here, fresh off of his rookie campaign.
And he was, like, I know he's obviously he's no Saquon, right? Like let's be very clear about that. But the New York Giants, as bad as getting rid of Saquon looked for them, Tyrone Tracy looks like he's going to be a very solid running back as the players around him improve. He's going to be a piece that the Giants can definitely use going forward. 4.4 yards per carry this season, 839 rushing yards, and he was splitting time with Devin Singletary. If he gets that full-time role, which he's expected to get, Tyrone Tracy could be one of those up-and-coming running backs to really break out in his sophomore season with the New York Giants.
Good football name, too. It looks good on the back of a jersey as well. This is going to display great. There you go. Eric Linnell. The having the lion's share of the NFC pays off. Eric Linnell. There you go. So what's next? Where we go off to next? I know we've got so many options. Are we going to continue to chip away at the vault as we should, or the practice squad as we should, or the half and half as we should? Of course, we also got the Beckett certification on here, always certified.
So again, Tracy, not a headliner, which means now only 11 boxes left in the practice squad, and still 6 full-size authentic helmets available on the board in that practice squad.
If y'all don't gobble this up now, these won't be here by tomorrow.
Yeah, it's unlikely. Unlikely.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Man, it is heating up. I thought we couldn't hype up these these ratios and these numbers anymore, but we just keep avoiding headliners, which is crazy. So there's going to be the floodgates will open at some point. It's just a matter of will you be in the breaks when the levy does. All right. Let's just go check out the live break page, see where we're at. And while I'm at it, I'll go ahead and just drop this on in here. All right, still 6 away in that half and half quad. 6 away in that diamond quad. 6 away in that vault double. There you have it, folks. Let's go. We hopping back in the practice squad. Practice squad and vault kind of feels like where things are going to settle. Where things are going to settle until again that dam breaks. Okay, dokie.
Cubs won.
Hey, Cubs win.
The White Sox briefly had a 1-0 lead in the top of the first,
That's nice.
and it finished 7-3 Chicago Cubs. Not surprising.
What do we got tonight? We got Winnipeg and Dallas tonight.
In Game 6,
There we go.
Mark Scheifele, unexpected loss for him. His father passed away unexpectedly. Our condolences to the Scheifele family, but he is now in doubt to play tonight.
Then, yeah, as you said, 2 Game 7s tomorrow night. OKC, Denver, and...
So OKC Denver will be in the afternoon, but then
Yeah.
Florida and Toronto on the ice in Game 7. That'll be in the evening. I think that's a 7 o'clock puck drop. 7 o'clock Central.
No, it's going to be in Toronto, right?
That game is going to
Yeah.
be in Toronto, yeah. That game
Okay,
is going to be in
okay,
Toronto.
okay.
The defending champions are going to have to go on the road to win a Game 7. Caitlin Clark has a 20-point triple-double.
That's not too bad.
20, 10, and 10 as the Fever look to close this out. They are now up.
Shellacking.
They are now up 31 points on the Chicago Sky.
Let's see. Oh, hey, Baltimore. It looks like firing your manager didn't change anything immediately anyway, as they're down 7-0 to Washington.
It's funny because Baltimore looked like a team that was getting ready to
Make that jump next year.
run the NL East or AL East.
AL. Yeah.
Run the AL East.
It looked like they were poised to make that jump.
Jackson
you know?
Holiday, Adley Rushman,
Jordan
Gunnar,
Westberg,
Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar.
They were ready. And now it's just like, what happened?
Oh God, there was another one. What was the other one? Ryan Mountcastle.
Yeah. Mountcastle's no longer on the team, though, right?
Oh, he's not?
I don't think so.
Oh no. Thomas here trying to enlist some help, closing out the half and half quad and the diamond quad. There you go. There you go. That's the way it gets done, man. You know, reaching out. You got to reach out.
Oh no, he is on the Orioles.
Oh,
still.
okay, I thought
he's
so.
still on the Orioles.
Because they kept all their batting,
Yeah,
they kept all their
yeah.
hitting, and they got rid of all their pitching.
Yeah, Mountcastle's still there. Yeah, Corbin Burns.
They let
is gone.
Corbin Burns go. Yeah, tough stuff. But I was gonna say, their pitching is in the dumps, but they can't seem to score any runs either.
Yeah.
Maybe don't let Santander go. Maybe start with that. Tough times there, adjacent to the Inner Harbor. But you could drown your sorrows in a crab cake. You like seafood there, Chin May?
I'm not particularly like craving seafood all the time. But if it's if I go to a restaurant known for seafood,
Okay.
or if I'm visiting a country that is like they should have good seafood, like I'll partake. Fried calamari, never go wrong with that.
No, you can't.
Most like garlic shrimp or
sure.
Any sort of like garlic shrimp or like crispy shrimp type of deal. I'll tend to sample that as well. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like a huge seafood fan.
Sure,
but
sure.
I'll partake where I think it'll be of quality.
Yeah, I think you're right to say that you're not a huge seafood fan because I feel like I don't know. As someone who loves seafood and literally grew up in a family with a chain of seafood pasta restaurants,
Sure.
I do feel like there's a stigma around loving seafood.
Oh, I mean,
but
I think it's
it is kind of a weird thing to be like,
It is-
oh, I love it. I love it so much.
it is an interesting affiliation for sure.
Who won the Brady Ripped from the Mix It Up series from John Poole? That's a good question. Let's see. Let me see if I can access that information. Here's the Brady entries.
I can see who won
Oh, yeah, that's just the entries.
The Scott Deans. Scott Deans won the Brady Speed Flex in the Mix It Up.
Scotty Deans.
That was Scott. But yeah, I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed to seafood.
Mostly,
think,
are you like a shellfish person? Or
No,
do you
I'm like shrimp and calamari is pretty much where I go. Like salmon occasionally. Not a huge fish person. Lobster and crab, not too much either. Like it's got to be. I will say I'll qualify this by saying that like if it's like lobster and crab meat in a different dish,
In a thing?
then it makes more sense. Like
As
if it's
part
like
of a thing?
lobster like in a pasta dish or like
Sure.
crab in a risotto, like that makes sense for me to partake. But like breaking open the crab
it being an
legs
ingredient,
and like
not the main course.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I was in Portugal last year,
Okay.
and there was a lobster risotto that was very good. Portugal is apparently they have a lot of cod dishes.
Okay.
But one of the tour guides was telling us like if you were to like jump in like one of these one of these bodies of water in and around Portugal, like you won't find cod. Like it's like 100% imported. Like there's no cod in and around Portugal.
There used to be cod.
I don't know.
They just love cod.
They're just fans of it. Yeah.
Interesting.
So we had one. So we had one cod, like a fried cod dish. It was pretty good.
Okay.
But yeah. So like I had. Some
didn't
seafood.
expect that at all.
Yeah. So I had seafood there because like Portugal, you think it'd be good seafood, and it was good seafood.
Oh. Even though it's not local.
The cod. Well, the
figure.
cod wasn't local. I'm sure the other stuff.
Sure.
was.
Yeah. Also, apparently, like great surfing in certain areas of Portugal.
South Portugal.
That's where they have
South Portugal is phenomenal.
100-foot wave docuseries going on.
okay.
Yeah. Where they like tow the surfers out with like a jet ski out to like where these massive swells happen.
Yeah. Fever win by 35. Yep.
Hot dog.
So
Good job, Indiana basketball.
Yeah. So Caitlin Clark opened the year as the favorite to win MVP, slight favorite to win MVP, and that's a good start. That's a good start. Fever are on I believe third in title odds, and so again, you're expecting a massive jump from this team, not just because Caitlin Clark is in her second year. They made a lot of additions.
It's all coming together
to surround her with better, better teammates or teammates that fit her style of play better.
Yeah.
And I mean, Chicago Sky is not a great litmus test, let me tell you, but great start for the Fever. And for
Home
Caitlin
opener.
Clark. Yeah.
Knock it out of the park. You know, with those MVP odds, she's stepping on Asia Wilson's corner here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, she is. And can't say that she doesn't deserve to be in the conversation after.
Would you consider like a passing of the torch, or do you think they're going to go back and forth maybe for a few more years? How long has Asia been playing it anyway?
Asia Wilson is also, I believe she's a 3-time WNBA champion. Yeah. I mean, Asia Wilson is not that old. She's 28.
Right.
And of course, it's only one game. Or sorry, two-time champion, 3-time.
Same age as AJ Brown.
3-time MVP, 2-time champion.
Okay.
So, yeah, they could go back and forth a little bit. Who knows?
There you go. Alrighty. We are exactly at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the Ultimate Autographs live break room, coming to you from Chicagoland, Illinois, on a Saturday afternoon. It's your host, Rip, co-host and producer, Chinmay. We've been rocking and rolling since noon here. Took a little break, but we are still back at it, still doing
Back
the
in the
dang
mix.
thing.
Thomas is saying, the diamond and the half and half. 6 to go in that diamond quad, and 6 to go in that half and half. So, a couple people buy a couple spots. Those breaks could be close to happening. But those are the breaks that are the closest to or there's a mini break that is also 6 to go. But those are the breaks that are the closest to happening. Technically, there's a vault 4-spot break that's 4 to go.
Which is, again, you can say the same thing about the 1 and 4s, the can't miss we have. Which also, 9 boxes, 7 headliners.
Right.
Trae Young, Ric Flair, Taylor Swift, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Bruce Smith, Paul Pierce, and Allen Iverson.
So there are some other breaks with less spots, but nothing has been bought into there. So these are the breaks where people have already bought into things.
Yes. Exactly my thoughts, Chinmay. That's creepy. We're spending too much time together. Let's see where we're at. Yeah. Also, if you're looking to see these breaks actually broken, hit up in your group chats, reach out to your collector friends, let them know what's going on, that we are filthy with speed flexes right here currently in the break room. There's a reason why that quad and that diamond, the quad in the diamond and the quad in the half and half have been sold into. There's a reason.
Yeah.
That reason is they're loaded with speed flexes. 4 in the diamonds, 5, at least 5 in the half and half.
At least 5.
There's
in the half
5
and half,
photo
yep.
headliners that we know for a fact are speed flexes. So, and again, I don't pocket watch. I don't box watch. I don't know what the count is in this half and half here. So, the choices are yours and yours alone.
So,
do we have some context between the scuffle?
Yeah.
The kerfuffle?
So it was Caitlin Clark who actually committed a hard foul on Angel Reese.
Oh, well.
Reese grabbed a rebound, offensive rebound, and Clark tried to knock the ball away, hit Reese across the arm, and Reese kind of fell to the floor. She popped up, did the whole standard basketball thing of like popping up immediately and getting in the other person's face. Clark's foul was upgraded to a flagrant 1.
Okay.
And I mean, this is such a cop out, but they gave double technicals as well. So
I'm sure that
Clark ultimately had the last laugh with the result of the game, but an interesting twist.
I'm sure that the media will be completely normal about this. I'm sure that First Take will have nothing to say. Sure, all those talking head shows will be completely chill. Here we are. What are y'all looking for? What do y'all want to see Briggity broken up in the break room here? Who are we chasing? I mean, we have the current reigning defending MVP on a 6-speed flex that I've never seen the likes of before. You know, that could be something cool to see. I'm just gonna pull this up. I'm just gonna let Alex's hand do the work for me.
Sure.
You know, while I hydrate. Don't forget to hydrate out there, everybody. It's important, especially you're partying all late and stuff with those wild after dark boys.
Yeah.
Gotta hydrate. Chinmay, what's the last movie you saw?
Wow. The last movie I saw, let's see. Probably last movie I'll qualify this by saying the last movie I saw that you would know of, because I watch a lot of Bollywood movies too.
Okay.
Just like
all right.
sitting at home doing work.
That's a fair assessment.
Background noise. Like I could name some. You wouldn't have any idea what I'm saying.
Fair assessment.
And neither would anybody in the chat. So I'm disqualifying those.
Will you please westernize your answer for us, Chinmay? Thank you.
The last movie I saw probably was, we talked about this when I initially saw it, but it was Mufasa the Lion King.
Oh, right on.
The live action Disney,
the Barry Jenkins property.
Mufasa the Lion King. Yeah, it was pretty solid. I thought it was pretty solid. Nice. I am looking forward to the next Mission Impossible.
Okay.
I refuse to believe that it is the last Mission Impossible, though I am prepared to accept if it is the last one, but I refuse to believe that it's the last one.
I think you're gonna be proven right. Tom Cruise refuses to believe it's the last one.
Yeah. And this guy, look, say what you want about Tom Cruise, say what you want about the type of films that he does. The man gives 110% in the action movies.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's doing all kinds of crazy stunts. I
think he may be performing another career Zag coming up soon, because I think his next movie he's working on is with Inarritu, I want to say. I think it might be Alejandro Inarritu. I could be wrong. It's one of those three Mouseketeers of Mexican directors. But I don't think it's Cuarón, and I know it's not Del Toro. But yeah, so we might get
it's an untitled film with Alejandro Gonzalez Inarritu, and that will be his first film at Warner Brothers in 10 years.
Wow, interesting. That is interesting. I mean, yeah, he's been all Paramount between Top Gun and Mission Impossible here.
Yeah.
Yes, Kevin Clark had that triple-double, 20, 10, and 10. Also, I just saw Bryce Harper got his 1,000th RBI.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Look at this. Career milestones all over the place.
But does he have a ring?
Wow.
White Sox fans will be upset about this, but Bryce Harper, I don't think the White Sox actually had a legitimate chance to sign Bryce Harper, but there's rumors that the White Sox botched their meeting with Harper. They didn't take it seriously. But that whole Harper Machado free agency summer, and White Sox had tons of cap, or not cap room, I should say, because there's no such thing as a baseball salary cap, but they had tons of spending money. They were a young up and coming team that could have used a bona fide young superstar. The Machado was much closer to happening than Harper was. I'm still upset about the Machado situation. But Bryce Harper, I mean, he left the Nationals, and the Nationals immediately won a World Series the year after. Yeah. Funny how that works out. Funny how that works out.
Sometimes. Chinmay, if I told you I saw a movie called Hundreds of Beavers, what would you think that movie's about? I
haven't seen it.
Okay.
Nor have I. This is the first time hearing of it. I mean, it's got to be like, it's got to be a nature doc of like, in Yellowstone or something. That's what I think.
That's an interesting take. I think that's a perfectly reasonable
Or like
answer to give.
Minnesota or something. Like what states have them? Or actually, Oregon. I found Oregon. The beaver is a state animal of Oregon, so Oregon might
makes
have the
sense.
most. So I'm guessing it's in none of these states.
Well, technically, I think it takes place in Wisconsin.
Okay.
Let's see how to describe this movie. I'll go with how I've described it previously. It's live action.
Okay.
It is in black and white. It is a silent film. And
Okay.
I would describe it by saying it is a mix of Looney Tunes meets Jackass meets a video game.
Okay.
It is bananas, dude.
Yeah?
It is
Nothing,
so much fun. Saw it at a packed house at the Music Box in the city. And
Okay.
if you ever get a chance to go see it, I think they've been running like midnight showings as well. It is a freaking hoot. Boy, oh boy. Slapstick comedy is alive and well.
Okay.
And I think it's just like free on YouTube too. Like
Oh,
go see
okay.
it in a theater with a
Okay.
packed
Yeah,
house if
sure.
you can, but if you can't, it's just on YouTube.
Yeah. Speaking of the break room,
Yeah, hey, I've been in this break room all
Let's
day.
get back to that.
Like we can.
Practice squad is now 3 to go,
Hey.
so we can get one more practice squad in for sure.
That's what I'm talking about.
3 to go in that practice squad, and still 6 authentic helmets left in 11 boxes. So ratios just keep getting better there
The ratios.
in the practice squad, and
are
at
too
that
good.
price point, hard to beat getting an authentic.
Yeah, $49. I mean, we also do have the double for a shade under $100 at 98.
Yeah.
Which is again, it's just a more efficient route of getting
You could
through
buy
these boxes.
multiple spots in the single or
But
one
you could do
spot in
that
the
too.
double. It's up to you.
Exactly what I was getting at.
Yeah. But multiple spots in the single, you just get closer to the break happening.
Very flexible price point. I mean, to be perfectly honest, what I think the move would be, especially at this point in the practice squad, because the practice squad, again, what is that, 11 boxes left?
Yeah.
11 boxes left. Let's get down to 10. Let's see what comes out of this one. And then if it gets down to 10 boxes, 9 headliners, just go double crazy at that point.
Yeah.
Because that's just we're just opening a headliner series at that point.
Pretty much.
That's what my move would be personally, especially again at that price point.
Yeah.
So, just what do y'all think? There we go. Lots of 8s in the break page, says Craig. That is true. Hey, Craig, you know what, man? you can be the change you want to see on the break page. You have the power. You have the power to do that.
Yeah.
What's happening, Craigery? How's it going, man? We love to see Craig. We got that 1 and 4 still up. Because that's where Craig always wins, right? Craig always wins in the 1 and 4.
I don't think that's break specific.
Well, he does hop in there a lot.
Okay.
And he does love those Funkos.
Huh?
You can't keep those Funkos away from Craig Crenshaw.
All right. Fair enough.
Just here to chat. Hey, you know what, Craig? That's not allowed. No, I'm kidding. That's fine. We love you here, Craig. And we love good conversation. Although, yeah, that's not going to stop Thomas from from making the solicitation nonetheless. But hey, you know what? Shooters got to shoot. You got to shoot your shot. You got to shoot your shot, especially when Craig gets in the room, man.
Yeah.
He knows what's up. He knows how it works. And honestly, Craig, if you're just hopping in and you don't know what the what our box math is looking at right now, that might change your mind, to be perfectly honest.
Possibly.
Because let me tell you, so we got our half in there. Oh boy, you move next Wednesday. There you go. No more boxes for a couple of weeks. Well, I'm sure. Yeah, you're probably
Yeah,
pretty
that
box
might- yeah.
box tired right
Yeah,
now.
that might be a good idea.
But look, far be it from me to be the voice of reason and responsibility. I'm still gonna let you know.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
half
you
and
still,
half.
You still got to give him the information.
I still got to do my job.
Still got to give him the information.
Look, they're paying me to be here and do this exactly. And then we could absolutely chit chat. Like, is it a big move? Are you moving across the country? Are you moving down the street? Well, are you hiring movers? Are you giving your friends pizza? That pretty much tells me where you're at right there.
Yeah.
boy, man.
That's a very real statement.
The first time I was able to hire movers, I felt like such a friggin' adult, such a grown up.
I have never hired movers,
It feels awesome.
and I don't plan on doing so.
I said the same thing, Chinmay.
But I know eventually I will have to do that.
You're gonna.
Not looking forward to it.
Here's the thing, man.
Not looking forward
You're
to
gonna want to do it. I'm telling you.
I always want to. And then I just look at the costs and I'm like, really?
You gotta
Really?
shop around. You gotta
Really?
shop around. Yeah. If you are moving in the city, let me know.
I'm also the type of person just like, really? I'll just do this on my own then.
Dude, you're playing my chords right now. I know exactly what you're talking about. If I need to know it, everyone else does too. Well, you're right. Here we are, Craig. Here's our break pay. Here's where we stand right. I mean, well, you saw
Moving
it.
states, yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, there you go, man. That's it's a biggie. Good luck
Yep.
with all of that.
Yeah, good luck. Hope everything works out.
And whatever you do, don't be tempted by anything you see here, such as this. Josh Allen got an absolutely pristine autograph in that sweet spot right there. The quad chrome colored Speed Flex. Just don't look at it. Don't even think about it. Don't even look at this creamsicle chromed out Baker Mayfield. Again, color match right on the sweet spot. Don't look at it. Look away. What's this? What's this? We still have Steve Young. Steve Young. Justin Herbert. The 2020 Rookie of the Year. Bolt up. And Jared Goff. He could be in the Super Bowl. He could be a Super Bowl winner this time next year. Who knows? That's right. 6 left in that quad. 6 left in the quad and the diamond as well. Again, all these Speed Flex is still there. This Lawrence Taylor on the frosty chrome, still there. Brett Favre on the Cheesehead Hydro Flex, still there. Michael Irvin on that America's Team Hydro Flex, still there. Let's take a look at this photo. Derrick Henry. We already pulled him on the alternate Speed Flex. He's on that classic big beaked Ravens original right there. Not the original, but you know what I mean. Justin Jefferson on the Winter Warrior Flex. Jay Jettas on the Winter Warrior. Bijan Robinson still here on the Atlanta Falcons Rave. One of the best young running backs in the league. Edgerrin James. I want to talk about some of the best running backs in the league during his time. Edge right there on that full-size authentic salute to service. And then Puka Nacua, up and coming. Mentioned him earlier. Dude's poised to have not just a huge leap in the league, but also just career-wise. He's poised to have a wonderful one of those. What? Career. That's what I meant. Don't mind me. I've just been talking for 4 hours straight. Oh, going on 5. The Vault. I should mention, in that half and half, 13 boxes left, 6 headliners. 5 of those headliners are Speed Flexes. Tyreek Hill, we don't know. In the Diamonds, it is 10 headliners, 22 boxes. Also in there, Antonio Gates and AJ Green. So there are your double up opportunities and all that good stuff in there as well. The Vault, we've been picking apart the Vault throughout the day. We have 13 boxes left, 8 headliners, 2 Vault keys, the 200, the 100. So let's just round that up to 10. Let's call that 10 headliners because, of course, with the Vault keys comes an autograph as well on an authentic or a rep. So let's call that 10. That's 13 boxes left in the Vault. 10 with that good stuff in it. Practice squad down to 11 boxes left. 9 headliners. 6 full-size authentics. Dude, Craig, absolutely, man. Falcons Rave, got to get that for your collection. Would definitely prefer Flex. Brother, I get it. Definitely get it. You know, but wouldn't be bad to start somewhere. Trade up.
Yeah.
What else in this vault do we have? We have those boxes. That was our box count. So yeah, that's a crazy ratio. Nine headliners, 11 boxes. Come on. Still to be pulled, this Brian Urlacher.
Oh, that's
This is practice squad.
Sorry,
Right.
yeah.
Sorry.
the
Practice
ratio
squad.
you said was practice squad.
So that's my bad.
Yeah.
I did say that. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I mean, the vault is still 50%. It's better than 50%. It's 8 in 14, I believe.
they're crazy.
And that doesn't include the 2 vault keys. So it's technically 10 and 14 has either a headliner or a vault key. No, it'd be 13. 8 and 13.
That's what I thought. All right.
8 and 13, 10 out of 13 has either the headliner or the vault key.
There you go. And yeah, here we are in the vault. This full-size authentic hydro from Brian Urlacher. Got the color complement on the autograph there. Beautiful piece. Not to be outdone. The rips. Oh, wait. Nope, not that one.
Not that one.
The Rip Speed Flex AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Take a look. It's in a book. Absolutely gorgeous. Got the slate on the bottom, the regular kit on top, matte finish. Beautiful piece right here. AJ Brown. Bo Jackson on the flex, still there. Barry Sanders on the flex, still there. You could double up Bo and Bo. Bo Nix on the rave, still there. George Kittle, still there. Baker, not there. Forget I said his name. And then, of course, Frank Gore and Jameson Williams, unphotoed. Now the practice squad.
There we go.
This is the one with the even crazier ratios. 11 boxes, 9 headliners. I was talking earlier. Knock out one more single, get it down to 10 boxes, and if there's not a headliner in that, that's 9 headliners, 11 or 10 boxes. That's straight up. Yeah, Craig, that Bowers and McConkey. The Bowers went, yeah, they both went yesterday, right? Pretty sure, or the Bowers went the day before.
Let's
even.
see.
I think the Bowers went the day before, but still,
McConkey was
those were
yesterday. Scott Deans had got the McConkey. The Bowers,
Bowers went the same show as the Messi jersey,
okay.
whenever that was. I think that was Thursday night.
Let me look it up.
Pretty sure that was Thursday night. Yeah, because I remember coming in on Friday. And I'm like, what was it like to be in the room when Common hit the Messi jersey?
Okay. So it must have been. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, Messi, Bowers. No, it didn't go. Oh yeah, it did. That was Matthew Dimmitt
There you
had the Bowers flex.
But you're right, Jeff. Scott Deans has been on quite the streak because we looked it up earlier, and he also hit that Brady flex.
Yeah.
That was the prize in the mix
prize. Yeah.
So yeah, you're not wrong. Also not wrong. In fact, it's so right. The fact that yes, practice squad, 9 headliners, 6 are full-size authentics. Again, the price point versus what's available in there just makes sense. Who got the Messi? Craig would like to know. Sorry, we just have you looking up who won stuff.
Hey, I'm fine with that. Who got the Messi? Shane Calamia.
Calamia, I believe. Yeah, Shane's been on a bit of a run here too.
Shane won quite a bit on Thursday. Won 10 items on Thursday, including the Messi jersey.
Shane was playing
and
hard.
And the Russell Wilson flex out of the 1 and 4.
There's 3 left in the practice squad single. If my internet is to be believed.
Yes, it's correct.
So, but the plan I laid out could come to fruition. Shane Calamia hit the ripped Rams Notre Dame flex in the same break. And again, another sick helmet. That can't miss, man. There's always such good stuff in there. Yeah, I think Shane was just straight up buying out, like whole breaks, full on. I think, if I can recall from what Mike was telling me, he was just going beast mode. Saw the Messi on the desk, but didn't go back to look. Yeah, I learned of this information just by being on Instagram, and Common. With
I'm
the
glad
biggest,
that
the biggest grin, the biggest kid's grin.
I'm glad that Common got to pull the Messi jersey.
That was good for him.
I'm happy about that because Dom and I last Saturday were touting the Messi jersey a lot, and we were saying you guys in the chat could deliver maximum annoyance to Common if one of us pulled it.
Oh yeah.
But I am happy that Common got to pull that.
Steven, what's left in practice squad now? Just went over that, but I'll run that down real quick again. It is, again, 9 headliners. So the Warren Sapp and the Steve McMichael available. Don't know what they're on, but it's a practice squad, so it could be a number of things. But also this Ed Reed on the, again, 6 full-size authentics left. Ed Reed, Steve Smith Sr., Michael Irvin, Aiden Hutchinson, James Harrison, and this Darrell Revis. The J.J. Watt on the mini is also still available. That is the practice squad. So, again, 9 headliners, 11 boxes left. There you go, Steven. Get on at it. Jeff August, going to say this. If I'm seeing Marvin Harrison Jr.'s signature, please don't bother getting him to sign anything. Is it that bad? Does he have just like a messy dog water signature? Let's see.
Well, Marvin Harrison also, I don't think Marvin Harrison Jr., I don't think he really signs anything, right?
He's like, is he like Fanatics exclusive or something?
It might just be like, oh, he just started. Yeah.
Okay.
Beginners, you take some time to get used to it.
Yeah. I'll say. Oh yeah, now that the lawsuit is over, there you go. There's room for improvement. Is what I'll say.
Oh man.
Hey Shane Calamia, if you're in here, give Craig Crenshaw a loan. Don't leave him alone. Give him a loan. The Human Torch was denied a bank loan. First card posted on Mojo Breaks Insta, and it is half of Malik Neighbors. Oh, now I gotta go look up Mojo Breaks and their Insta.
So I'm watching video of this Caitlin Clark foul,
Okay.
and I don't think it was a flagrant. I'll show you. I'll show you after the show.
Okay.
But yeah, I think there was a lot of overreaction on all parties.
No.
Which I know, shocker, right?
There we go.
Yeah, 3 to go. 3 to go in the practice squad. That is the closest break, unless somebody swoops in and closes out an entire break. We are 2 to go. 2 to go in the practice squad.
All right. Well, look, 2 to go. It's also 2 minutes from 5 o'clock here.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, and it's 5 o'clock right here. There you go, Steven. Let's close that practice squad. We
do have a wheel spin.
Yeah.
So I would say let's give it until 5:03.
Oh,
that's 5 minutes. 5 minutes. If there's movement, we can keep pushing the clock a little bit. But we should probably close out that practice squad.
Dude, you read my mind.
I would say 5 minutes. If we don't see any movement at all, wheel spin. If we do see some movement, we can extend the timer a little bit.
Chinmay, stop making my job easier.
But if that's cool with you, Rip, I think that's the way.
I was gonna give him more time, but I am getting hungry. So You know, I get hungry, I start getting forgetful, a little lightheaded. That's why I'm just kind of like
Yeah.
in and out of my
Sure,
concentration.
sure.
I gotta go get my Firehouse subs.
Yeah, sure.
What's your favorite chain sub place?
I don't know that I have a favorite. I don't actually even know that I go to chain sub places anymore.
Smart man.
So I used to go to Subway a lot.
Yeah,
the
didn't we all?
$5 footlong Subway deal was an absolute steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Jeff August has the best consensus answer right there. It is Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's, yeah,
It's solid. It's
Solid.
as far as a chain sub goes.
Chain
if
sub
you're gonna
goes,
get like
yeah.
a cold cut.
yeah.
It's reliably like the
Yeah,
best
chain sub-
facsimile of like a local sub.
Yeah,
You know?
chain subs. I would. Yeah, Jersey Mike's is fine.
My personal favorite is going to be Firehouse, but that's mostly because of the scarcity and how hard it is for me to get it compared to back in Florida.
Sure. Yeah, I'd lean Jersey Mike's too. I just think Subway is much more prevalent,
Well,
which
yeah,
makes it like it's easily accessible, but on the flip side, quality control might be a little bit harder.
It's like,
So-
oh yeah, boom, Subway. I just need somebody to eat. It's right,
Right.
there, fine or whatever. And then you eat it, and you're just like, oh yeah, that's right. I hate Subway. I hate this. Craig Crenshaw, Firehouse is way better than Jersey Mike's. Firehouse is, look. Again, of accessibility. Exactly. There's none near them, so the accessibility you got to take points off.
Sure.
But boy, I do love their menu. I always get the New York Steamer, a nice steamed sandwich with that pastrami and the Italian dressing. Let's go. I get it on wheat. Probably not the popular choice, but also also a great unique menu. They got they have baked potato soup and they have chicken dumpling soup, which you don't
Wow.
see. My wife will make chicken and dumplings from scratch.
Yeah.
And that takes like a whole day.
Oh yeah.
But just to see that they have it at a chain restaurant,
Baked potato soup.
oh, I love it. Oh, it's good. It's
What
just
is-
potato soup. It's just basically it's a very creamy soup, just with baked
Okay.
potaire ingredients in it. So like
Ah,
chunks of
okay.
potatoes.
All right. Okay.
You know, you put the sour
It's like
cream
a
on top.
deconstructed baked
Yes.
potato, essentially.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. I thought they were like pureeing the potato to make it like soup consistency, and I would have had some questions.
Yeah. As you should. Craig lives in the middle of nowhere, and they have one there. A club and a sub is the best. Find a local Italian deli. Chances are I'll never go to a chain again. I mean, that's the way to go. But finding it is hard. I had a hard time finding a local sub place like for years after I moved up here.
Sure.
If you're ever in South Florida, go hit up Las Spadas. That's my recommendation right there. Or if you're just in Florida or the Southeast in general, just go to Publix and get a pub sub. That's the answer. That just makes that easy right
Yeah.
there. The pub sub is undefeated. 2 spots left in the single. Let's get that finished before we sign off. And to buy my dear friends and neighbors more time, let's take it to the Chase wheel spin. Our wheel spin was the vault today. We had a couple. Jimmy John's new roast beef and cheddar is bomb though. Says Jay August. There you go. I would love to hear him say it is bomb with his vocal mouth. Here we go. Chase wheel spin was the vault. We had some fun times in the vault, but boy oh boy, are those ratios juicy. Looking forward to diving into those later tonight. Sean knows what's up. Sean's getting all my Florida references because the chicken tender pub sub smacks. How many websites do you know are dedicated to whether or not a single sandwich is on sale? Okay. So 9 times on the randomization today. Let's see. 16 names in there. That sounds right, Chimay?
That sounds right.
Good. Here we go. 9 times on the randomization. We got Thomas, Kevin, Roy, Jay, Jose, all up in the mix. 4, 5, 6, 7. What was it 9? 9. There we go. Jose! 1 spot getting in the wheel spin. There we go. Congratulations, Jose. Let me know. Let me know where you would like me to start on the wheel spin for your gift card. And once you do, we can get to spinning. If not, I'll give us some time here. I'll start at 1. So, Jose, if you're still here watching, hit me up with a number to start for your gift card wheel spin. Greg, you said you're moving. Are you moving to the middle of nowhere? Or are you moving to a more populated spot? I'm just curious.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know?
It's a fair question.
I haven't been able to shop at Publix in a long, long time, Craig. Having not been in the Southeast, but every time I talk to my mom, she's like, they've gone out of control. And she's just like a full-on Aldi shopper now.
Messi shopped at Publix. His I don't think he does anymore. After people realized that he shops at Publix, but he was there and nobody recognized him. Nobody knew who he was, and the photo circulated. And I think after the photo circulated, his wife was probably like, "Yeah, you can't go to Publix."
That's so Miami. Moving to a place with Publix, but not Firehouse. Man, you know. One day we'll live in that utopia where you can get Publix and Firehouse next door to each other.
Sure.
I'm going to go ahead and spin this for Jose. Uh-oh. 99 bucks.
Oh.
Big money, big money, big money. And that's 1 to go in the practice squad single. There you go, Jose.
1 to go in the practice squad single. Yeah.
99 bottles of UA Bucks on the wall. Big winner today. So there you go, Jose. That'll be getting emailed to you soon. You know what to do with that. Buying no more breaks. I didn't think I needed to say anything. All right. Lived in Atlanta for 20 plus years, so a little spoiled then, man. I do love Atlanta, man. That's a good, fun town. You ever been to Atlanta there, Chinmay?
It's been a long time since I've been to Atlanta, so I can't say that I know much about it because it's been a long time. But yeah, I've heard great things.
Yeah. Anytime I've spent any amount of time in Atlanta, always had a great time. All right. 1 to go in that practice squad single. That'll kind of tee us up. Perfect for that 6 o'clock show, man, because that'll help us kind of give us more clarity as to what that practice squad situation is going to look like.
Yeah. It is. I mean, Steven did buy in the last spot. He bought into one more spot.
Yes.
Yeah, it's up. I mean, it's up to you how long you want to kind of play this.
Hero Magic is on the line. Closer Magic is on the line. Let's go to 5:10. Let's do it 3 more minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll sign off.
All right.
But yeah,
Makes sense.
what other plans you got for the weekend here, Chinmay? Anything?
Nothing crazy. Gonna be heading to the city in a little bit here. Meeting up with some people for dinner. Then we'll be back working in the suburbs. But that's working from home. And then just chilling most of the week. Got some Memorial Day plans or Memorial Day weekend plans, but otherwise, just relaxing.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
That's typically
relax.
my situation is basically like work from home and just relax.
I'm just glad that I don't have to yell at you the same way I have to yell at Mike to just take a day off. Like, dude will not take a day off. Like, just chill. Jeff,
Practice squad is closed.
Jeff, I hope you took the time to type all of that out word for word and didn't just copy and paste that. And if you're trying to trick me into rapping a little bit, well, then I'll say, welcome to Atlanta where the players play and we ride on them things like every day. Big beats hit streets, see gangsters roaming and parties don't stop till 8 in the morning. Ah, man, Cody tried to close it out, but was too slow. That's the game you play. That's the risk you take when you're sitting on your hands, not buying into the spots. But we are closed. We are closed, and I am lightheaded. I definitely need to eat after this. So,
All right, that is prepped, ready to go. So we will get that done.
That's great news. That's great news for me. That's great news for everyone in this break. So, number 8. All right, so for the practice squad single number 8, Cody, Sean, Steven, or David, excuse me, pardon me. Please drop me a box number. Thank you, Sean. Box number 18. 18. Where's my practice squad? There you go. Here we have it. Save and navigate. Thank you, Chinmay. All right, 9 times. Here we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Also, I think like the light from the monitors and the fluorescent lights are also like starting to get me a little bit. All right. There we have it. He closed us out in the break. Was starting us out in the NFC North. It's David Braddock. NFC South, Sean Blasco. Cody Metcalf in the NFC East. NFC West and AFC North, Stephen Remick. And Sean Blasco rounding us out in the AFC South, East, and West. Box number 18. Best of luck, everybody. All right. Think it might be one of those full-size authentics we've been talking so much about. We're going to have a nice little hit to close this show here. Talked plenty about him to you know, there's not really much to hype up about him. All you got to do is watch him, and you know how good he is. Aiden Hutchinson on this beautiful alternate Detroit Lions full-size authentic helmet. Looking absolutely gorgeous. One spot.
How about that closer magic?
Closer magic. David Braddock going home with someone who's bound to pick up right where they left off on the field of play this upcoming season. Aiden Hutchinson going to David Braddock. This is beautiful. Excellent hit. Nice hit, says Steven. Nice hit. Say we all.
Yeah.
To David Braddock. Congrats. Ah, Cody, is that who you were going for there? All right. Well, I'm gonna keep Aiden up here for the time being, for the moment. While we do sign off. So yeah, that'll do it for us here. It's 5:12 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure we got those new practice squad up, because I feel like that might be the what we could start out gunning for in that 6 o'clock show. It's going to be Joe Aguilar hosting. I'm going to be over there in that producer's seat. Speaking of producer's seat, Chinmay, thank you so much for absolutely rocking at these last 2 shows right here.
Yeah, it's been a fun day.
And of course, you were in the morning as well.
Got to get some great breaks out here, so it's been a great day. Hopefully, it keeps on rolling on.
Sounds
in the
good.
6 p.m. show.
That's right. Looks like that Preakness is about to start, so go ahead, get ready to watch that in this break. Maybe bet a little bit, spend a little cash on the ponies, and then spend your winnings over here.
I'm not a big horse guy, but
I'm talking to our customers.
Yeah.
Make
You
a
know
little-
stuff about horses? Yeah. That's,
Make a little bet on the
yeah,
ponies.
yeah,
Take
do
your
that.
winnings. Bring them on back over here. Get in these breaks. Because, again, the numbers are very much in your favor. Sorry, Better. You're not Cody. That's right. You are Who are you? Are you David? Are you? No. You said, or unless you were not looking for it. I'm just going to sign off here. Chinmay, thank you so much for everything. For Chinmay, this is Rip. Keep it locked here on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. UA, the Ultimate Autographs live break room coming back right at 6 o'clock. Keep it locked.